Quality has always been a challenge for organizations. It's more than 30 years since the first version of standard, ISO 9001, was issued. And after that, this standard has been revised 4 times. If you look at the first couple of versions, you see that the standard was very much document-oriented. But if you look at the last changes, especially the last version, you see that the standard is trying to focus more on the performance of the organizations who are going to implement it. The last version of the standard is based on something called Annex SL, which forces all management system standards to have and to follow 10-clause structure. Okay, in this course we will be covering all of them for you. At the beginning of the course we will be talking about the basic concepts that form the QMS. Basics like process approach, risk-based thinking, improvement cycle, and things like that. After we ensure that the participants did understand or have a good understanding of these basic concepts, we will get into the standard. We start with clauses 0 to 3, which are, again, we can call them a kind of introductory to the main part, or a kind of general issues and topics that the participant and also the implementers should know. And then the next step would be the requirements. The requirements of the standard are in clause 4 to 10. In this training course, which is of course a virtual course, we will be covering all clauses one by one. We start from 4.1, context of the organization, and we continue to clause 10, which is called improvement. In clause 4, we will be talking about context of organization, interested parties, needs and expectation, QMS, scope, and what is a management system, what processes should be identified, how they should be managed, and things like this. In clause 5, we will be talking about leadership. There is a non-comprehensive list of responsibilities for a manager or a top manager in clause 5.1. We will be checking them one by one, and again we emphasize on the importance of leadership. In clause 5.2 we talk about quality policy, and 5.3 we will be talking about the structure of organizations, roles, responsibilities, and authorities. In clause 6 which is called, of course, planning, we will be talking about risk and how to implement the risk-based thinking, especially in this clause. We talk about how to identify the risk, how to identify the opportunities, how to assess them, and how to manage them. In 6.2 we talk about quality objectives and planning. Then we go to clause 7. In clause 7 we will be talking about support. Support includes a lot of requirements on supporting processes in a QMS. It talks about general resources that should be provided by the organization for a QMS. Talk about competence of personnel, the employees, awareness, internal and external communications, and document management is another thing that will be covered in this clause. In the first subclause in clause 7, there are some other issues that could be and should be covered. We can talk about organizational knowledge. That is a very brand new requirement in the standard, and many implementers still have challenge on how to implement it. In 7.1.3, for example, it's talking about maintenance of infrastructures and such facilities. Again, we will be talking about that. So I just want to tell you that there are some sub-clauses in clause 7 that need special care, and we will not miss any of them. Then we will pass to clause 8. On clause 8, we will be dealing with the main processes of any organization. These processes are called product or service realization processes. Those processes are sales or contracting or things like that, product or service design, procurement, operation, delivery and release, and controlling of change, and of course controlling of non-conformities. There are 7 sub-clauses in clause 8 which are very important, and they form, as I said, the product and service realization processes. Then we step forward and go to clause 9. In clause 9, the standard asks the organization to identify some measures, some monitoring tools to monitor the QMS effectiveness. In 9.1, we will be training you on how to and what to identify. For example, maybe quality objectives are a very good tool to be qualified or very good indicator to be monitored so that you make sure that your QMS is working as you wish. Internal audit and management review are also reviewed in clause 9. Then we go to the last step of the requirements, which is clause 10, called improvement. An improvement clause, we will be teaching you what is correction, what is corrective action, what are improvement, on which areas you can identify improvement areas and opportunities to improve your system. After completion of requirements, we will be giving you some supplementals that help you effectively and efficiently implement your QMS. We will be telling you what are different steps in certification cycle, starting from contracting to stage 1, stage 2 certification, surveillance audit 1 and surveillance audit 2. We'll be telling you what they are and what you should do to be prepared for such audits and such a process. I hope you like the course, and I will be more than happy to meet you there. My name is Hossein Teimouri. I'm a management system expert with something like 20 years of experience in this field. Of course, I've been working in other areas of management system standards as well, but I have never been far from quality management system. I've been writing about it, I've been implementing it, I've been auditing it, I've been training it in the last 20 years. I have some experience and some knowledge to share with you. Hope to see you in this virtual training course.